Hey guys, this is the general reading for Gemini. This is the first part, so this video will be the soul journey. So this is messages really about Geminis who are on like a soul journey. If you're looking for just love, that'll be the next video that I'm going to do right after this. So check that out. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, maybe even, you know, where your Jupiter is. If you have significant Gemini in your chart, or if this video resonates with you, like you're drawn to it. Also, I would recommend for more of a complete picture, or if this video doesn't resonate with you, check out my Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, possibly Jupiter, any significant planets or placements in your chart, or any video just that you're drawn to. This video, the energy of this it can flip-flop. So, you know, we all know this. I can read it for you, and this could be somebody else that I'm reading for. It could also be, if you're a cross-watcher, this could be for you instead. I could apply this to a soul journey, or it could be love, or I could say it's one thing, and it could be career, you know, a project, a brother, a sister, a friend, whatever. Just apply it as necessary. Don't apply it if it doesn't fit. Some, none, or all of it may apply. Just don't make it fit if it doesn't fit. I probably tomorrow am going to be updating my description. I have pretty much all the information put together. I just have to type it in now. So if you're interested in any of my services, or especially a private reading, hit me up. Start looking at my description box below. Or also right now, even though it says updating, I do have my email address and I have my PayPal information. So, I mean, you can comment if you want. I'll just have you go to my email anyways. But email me for anything about any of my services, healings, private reading, consultations, sessions, whatever it is. Or if you just need help with something, let me know and I'll see if I can help you. If not, I'm always honest about that. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I think the reading that I'm looking at for you guys, the energy is, I don't know if it's just within a cycle thing starting to come back in, one of Gemini's cycle, or if this is the Venus and Scorpio energy that is hitting you guys, especially retrograde, which I'm pretty sure it currently is right now as I'm reading it. So let's see real quick. Yeah, so Venus is retrograde in Scorpio right now. So I have a feeling it may be an energy that's really affecting you guys. Where you guys are sitting right now, or maybe the energy that's wanting to happen, is you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So really leaving something behind that at one time really just didn't make you feeling too good. Possibly even third-party situation, but that really doesn't matter. Either way, it really didn't make you feel that great. It made you feel not good, left out. I mean, it could have affected your money or something you value, but either way, something affected it and not that great of a way. And you leaving that behind to go on your own journey and building something that's better for you, looking more at the details, going a little bit slower at it, you know, just taking better care to put something together for you that's good and that's going to give back in a good way. And this is really about working on yourself, a creative project, putting work into something that you really enjoy and is going to give back to you. That's not going to, in the end, make you feel like this. what is crossing this is you have the Four of Cups. So she's sitting there like really daydreaming and thinking a lot about something that either she really likes or was really important to her, is really important, something that does mean a lot. And really just being either dissatisfied with everything, period, to the point of boredom, even to this thing, or everything else is completely boring to her except this thing. I think it's mostly that everything else is kind of like, but if there was something I'd be interested in, or I'm going to sit here and daydream about, it's going to be this one thing. What is that one thing? This one thing is that thing that made you happy at one time, but it was highly burdensome. And you had to cut it out. It made you work really hard just to get something out of it. Like it constantly made you work to try to get something hard, to get something out of it. And it just became burdensome to you. You had to cut it out. You'll know what that is. And in the foundation of this reading, and in the more distant past, you moved on from it. You gathered your strength together, your will, everything about it, and you moved forward, you moved on, you moved away. In your more recent past, that was the Chariot, by the way. I don't know if I said that. You have your more recent past. You have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Magician. So, this moving away did give you more balance. This moving forward did give you more balance. But it's like you were going about, like if you look in this Magician, he's trying to manifest and create. I don't know how well you can see it. But you see, here's a mouse. He's trying to manifest. He's manifesting a little mouse. So you gave yourself balance by kind of moving on or moving away from it. But you're trying to recreate what you had instead of seeing the lesson and the pattern in it fully. Or you're trying to figure out a way to bring it back, one or the other. Either bring it back or something exactly like it. But something that you can control this time. Or that's not going to have such a undesired, result or whatever. In what's crowning you and in your thoughts, you have the Moon card and you have Queen of Pentacles reversed. So here's Queen of Pentacles upright. The Moon and Queen of Pentacles reversed. So here's your journey. You're on your journey, but you're confused. Like, you're not seeing things properly. And you're feeling kind of lost. It's like you're on a journey to create. but you don't really see things properly, and you're not really wanting to let go of things fully and completely that you should. I mean, you're telling yourself you're wanting to create something new, and you're either lying to yourself saying that you did let something go but you didn't, or you're trying to create something while creating the same thing you were supposed to let go of, trying to recreate it or bring it in. Or it's like you figured out or have like talked yourself into thinking, I know a better way to go about it this time. Where I can get better results. Like exactly like I was saying over here, where you can kind of control it this time, or control the results of it. But it's really something because you're not really feeling good, like the Queen of Pentacles. You're not really feeling good about yourself. You're probably not feeling very valuable, or that you really have what you want. You're just feeling lost, and I think looking for things external to yourself. And I think you're just really in an illusion. Maybe just thinking you can go about things differently this time with either the same situation or person, or something that is the same thing but a different face. Or you think you've let it go but you haven't. And you're just really stuck in the same pattern. Maybe because you don't have this person or this thing, you just don't really know who you are. You don't really know what to do or what to focus on to make yourself feel good as this thing possibly once did. Or something. In your likely future, you kind of have, these came out sort of in couples, but you have the Ace of Wands and the Knave of Cups, so the Page of Cups. And you have the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Chalices, or the Knight of Cups. I mean, definitely there's a lot of water energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I mean, somebody could be coming to you with a new offer or a new beginning. It could be in love. It could just be something creative. I mean, you may be trying to grow things, or someone else is, or something else is, because you or somebody else may have figured out, or thinks they figured out, how to go about things in a more disciplined and responsible form, creatively or love-wise. And they or you have made a decision to make this offer of love, or to start this journey of something emotional or passionate, or something that you or they would like. And it doesn't have to be love. It could be a career or a creative project, or something that really means something to you. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I just said. I think you or somebody else has thought of a way, maybe it's through, you know, sex, because I do get a lot of sexual vibes throughout this. Maybe through sex, or just that passionate start, new beginning. Maybe you're feeling passionate with this Venus and Scorpio energy because, you know, you've got a lot of that what you value and love kind of essence mixed with the deep, the mystery, seduction, sexual vibe going on. So if you've got something that even wasn't good for you, but it's still somewhere in your system or it means something to you, you know, you're going to start thinking about it with more of a passionate, creative, even sexual energy, depending on where your mind goes with this. So just make sure you're not fooling yourself or your mind's not messing with you in a way where it feels like it's come up with a new creative, informed way to create a new beginning, that this time you'll be able to see things properly, you'll be able to create control and loyalty and all of that. That you're trying to, maybe you or somebody else is trying to make it into a physical form, like, but you or they are really guarded though. I mean, this is the beginning of the idea right here for you or somebody else. This is the beginning of the idea. This is the spark, and this is the younger version of the idea starting out, and she's looking at this fish too with not only like of the abundance of it, but fish represent abundance, but they are of abundance in that manner when you go about things in a responsible fashion. And I think you've gone back and forth with it in your mind enough and found some type of balance of to take it and then manifest it. You or somebody else has and offer it, but so this is like the next stage in the thinking of it, where it might be like a message out, or could even be like, hey, or let's hang out, or what's up, what are you doing? Maybe an apology, maybe not. But it's very guarded still all the same. Like this person's really guarded, but like here's the one clarifying it. So this is either you doing this or someone doing this to you. This kind of reminds me of that feeling of like, you know, in, which one was it? My July or August, I don't remember, Gemini reading. The one where it's like they have you right where they want you. About you popping out of your own cycle. And maybe you have, and then they had to slightly come up with something creative to bring you back. or you did for a little while, and then your mind started back on the cycle again. Because I don't know if I don't really get a vibe from this reading that it should be where it's like, yes, go for this. How you see yourself is the Hermit. And this one's just going just deep within. I mean, you're really separating yourself, really trying to figure out what you want, what's going on inside of you. I mean, you're definitely feeling this energy, this very confused, in the dark, what do I do, who am I energy that's in your thoughts. I mean, you might be trying to shine light on what's going on inside of you. What's in your environment or how others see you, and I more see this as how others or someone else sees you, is you have the Six of Swords. Like that you're mentally moving forward. It could be that you're at a distance too. Maybe somebody's at a distance from you. Maybe they're coming to see you. Maybe you're going to see them. But either way, that you're mentally starting to move forward. And that you're not really stuck in this prison anymore because it's reversed. And you have the Ankh, the poppet, and the ear. Which is basically saying like you now see. Like you see the manipulation and the control and the brainwashing, and you're now aware of it. In your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Wands. So you are trying to push through this and have spiritual perseverance. But if you look too, it's like I always get almost get this as different parts of yourself. Like one of you wants to stay hidden. Like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't really want to mess with you. And the other part of you is like, where are they? Are they coming? Are they messaging me soon? What are they doing? Do they miss me? It's like the two parts of yourself. So on one hand, you know, you fear a person or a situation or whatever coming your way, and on the other hand, you want that. You're conflicted. And in your likely outcome, you have the Five of Cups. But this Five of Cups is a little bit different. Like, yeah, it's something that at one time, it made you feel sad or not good. But this little fairy thing or whatever is not, I don't know how well you can see it, but they're kind of smiling, almost like this mischievous smile. And it's almost like you've forgiven the situation. Or like, yeah, like it came back and improved. Like you or someone else found a way to improve the situation and not really look so bad at it. Maybe even see the benefit in the situation or how it helped you to grow. It's also about recovering something that was lost, which kind of matches up with your likely future with this Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. And you have High Honors, which is something improving. And then you have like the Commitment card. Like something coming back to you. Or you going back to something. So this Five of Cups is not a sad thing in the present. It is It is the recovery of something that once was lost or that made you sad. And it now being a success. On the bottom of the deck, you have Two of Wands. Like, this fairy is wanting to fly and use her wings, but she's scared. She's scared to fly. You have the Hanged Man. Shift in perspective, but I mean, this fairy is completely underwater. Completely in its emotions. Exactly like this. Which is in your thoughts. Your emotions or the pull of all of this is creating illusions where you're not seeing things properly. Which is allowing you to stop yourself from really flying and taking off and doing something different, going in a new direction. Because there was patterns with this King of Chalices. Again, another Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces card. Many times this is a Scorpio card, but it could be any of them. With the union between the Two of Cups, where you were just offering and offering and offering your love, and they were just sitting there like happily taking it. Or not happily, but either way, you were the only one offering love or emotions. And, you know, that came to an end at some point. It could have been somebody having an issue with overindulgence in any way. Whatever you want to put to that. People, drugs, alcohol. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Some way it will be an overindulgent and being just doing what they want to do and focusing on themselves. And there were a lot of options and illusions. Maybe that person even being scared of this connection. It being too bright for them. And at some point there was an ending. And a new beginning. I mean, it was just overwhelming. They were too in their head about it. There was a lot of conflict. They were also conflicted about what they wanted. They wanted to be in control and they felt controlled. Imprisoned. They didn't see things properly. Like they were drowning. Just so much mental stuff. And they didn't know what to take action on. I don't know, there's just a lot of imbalance, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. But either way, I think what this is really saying is, because this isn't, I don't want to focus on the love part, but clearly this has something to do with love, and I think it also has to do because of what's going on right now in October. Don't be afraid to fly, you know, no matter what. Like, keep doing what you were doing. Don't stop yourself. Just keep going on your journey. Because it's like, here's your Two of Cups. And there was an ending of a cycle and a realization, or a realization before the end of the cycle, whatever. And somebody moved on, moved forward. They had a shift in perspective. And maybe saw things about this connection differently. And their new beginning now brings them back to this connection. Because you have the Fool, which in this deck, the Fool is like, it's the trickster, it's a coyote. And it's going right back in the direction to the Lovers. So don't let something or these energies also fool you into going back to what wasn't good for you. Don't let your perspective play games with you and make you think that you've got it figured out this time and you can tackle this. And also, are you the only one who's changed? Have you even changed enough? Have they changed? Yeah, it's like you have abundance, but then you have, this is like messages card, but it's also about like anxiety. Maybe you're getting anxious because there's no communication, or there was communication, but nervousness, mad rush, and sorrows. Telephone calls, like messages, like or maybe somebody now makes a lot of money and they think now they'll be able to get you back. I don't really know, but either way, you're thinking of like abundance or something you really value, or someone else's, and they were getting nervous, and you know, you might be getting messages or phone calls or communication. But again, you have like the dark clouds, and these dark clouds are pointing towards this nervousness and this communication, which is this Fool going back to this connection. I think this is really trying to warn you and tell you don't trick yourself. For one, don't allow yourself to go back to cycles that you were just working on completing. And two, to, you know, allow it back in. Or something else I was going to say. I don't know. Just keep going forward with what you're doing. And if this person does come back, if it's not you, if it is you, take more time out. Oh, that's the other thing. There's a lot of energies going on right now. Like, and at the very least, like, let Venus get back into going into direct and out of Scorpio, which then we soon start to go into like Mercury retrograde. So really watch your stuff. But I mean, you got a little window before it happens, but still, like, just make sure it's not just the energies that are going on, but at the same time, these energies are really going to show you or somebody else what you or they really want. And just because somebody comes back, you know, oh, I've learned or whatever. No, like, you and them both have to continue healing. You both have to continue going on your journey. Time is needed, and they should be able to prove it over time. Like, just don't just jump right back into that. You have, which these cards just wanted to say something. You have Justice, and this Justice is really about like seeing the light. Like really seeing now. And you saw what to do. And then you had the Knight of Wands energy. You or somebody else did. And took off. Had freedom. Wanted to go and have their fun. but then kind of got caught up and stuck mentally and was really trying to, like in your distant past, you have the Chariot, and the next card is right here as Strength. You, after you took off with the Chariot and you gathered yourself and moved forward, it was cool for a minute, and then you got stuck, and you've really been having to work on taming that inner beast, taming that animalistic, primal, probably even sexual nature, to be honest with you. I feel a sexual nature here going on. Not only in just your normal patterns. Again, this is during a time there is a lot of highly sexual, a lot of just this type of energy. Also, you know, obsession, control, jealousy, envy, all of that. But this is a lot of sexual stuff, and you might be really sexually charged right now, and you're really trying to contain yourself. I mean, you're really trying. I mean, you're trying to bite it off or fight it off with a bat, or, you know, bats with a bat, actually. And trying to protect what you've grown and put together. So I don't know if this is a battle of you wondering to reach out, or whether you're going to have to battle your own demons because somebody else might possibly reach out to you during this energy. But there's some energy going on here. I'm just saying it's really evident, and it is a sexually and creatively charged energy, and just make sure you're using these outlets in a positive, useful manner. Your guidance here is to do not drink poison. Do not do things you know are bad for you. This probably is going to bring up some anger. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Anger, frustrations. To me, this vibe has a lot of sexual frustration. It is what it is, so I'm just saying it. And you're really going to have to mind your P's and Q's and know what to do on this. Lead the way. I don't know. Somebody comes to you, you might have to show them a better way. I don't know. It says it's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, repetition. Like, it's about leading yourself and somebody else to stay out of the cycle that you guys worked hard to get out of. Or you're going to have to really be covering up some errors. You're gonna backtrack in the progress you've made. Really stop to think about things and think what will happen next. Like this says, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. Precipice of change, pause before action. Like, really stop and think about things before you possibly do something here in this time, Geminis. I hope you're listening to me. Really stop and think beforehand, or you're going to do something that is going to take away the progress that you've made. And this is telling you, wake up, it's your moment. Like, wake up. Somebody might even be pressuring you or giving you limited time, or be like, well, I'm not going to wait around. Like, you need to choose. Don't let somebody pressure you. Follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. They're going to make you curious about this. You're going to be curious. There's a lot of these energies right now. Never jam today, promises that never come to be, empty words, not living in the now, keeping up, immense effort. Manage to be glad, create your own happiness regardless of conditions, set your course, know where you wish to go, rules that are not always fair, know who you are. You can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. Fighting through this, like, this is all about just resist this and these urges. Growing, staying strong, Here's actually, now I see where this is going. Here's actually what's going to help you. I'm going to actually read this card to you. This is Hearth, or I don't know, am I pronouncing that right? Hearth, Homecoming. It's time to do something for you. Stop racing around. Don't do the do. Return to that which you know best, not this cycle, which you've been doing before these energies started to hit. Enjoy some warmth, which is funny because under that is summer. And well-earned rest. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. You have heard the phrase, home is where the heart is, right? Well, it certainly rings true for you at this moment in time. The hearth calls you back to the bosom of your family, to return to the center of what is really important, to remember where your loyalties lie. This is a vital time right now for you to enjoy some home comforts where you can relax and be the real you. You're done with pretense and keeping up with others for appearance's sake. It's all been rather fast-paced for you, and it's time to slow things down and take it easy. Hearth invites you to return back to basics for a while, where you can rest in the warmth and sup some nourishing soup. Here within your very own space, you can review your priorities and maybe rework that schedule of yours. But for now, curl up and focus on some peace and well-being. Welcome home. So through these energies, Geminis, you may want to stay put and keep to yourself, which is maybe why you're doing this. Maybe you're feeling these energies and you're just like, oh man, this is not good. Because something that wasn't good for you or that ended, you're now having all these crazy, passionate, probably even sexual thoughts. And really just trying to keep yourself contained, but wanting to just burst out. It will get better, though. Keep doing this because good stuff's coming. It will get better, especially through this winter and gaining stability and then being able to branch out in spring and create a lot of really good things for yourself. Don't let this go backwards, because you guys are on an amazing journey right now and you've got really good things coming come this new spring and this new manifestation cycle. And there's a lot of really tempting energies right now. Please don't go backwards. Okay? Because I really feel you guys brewing something up, or just in your mind you are, and you're trying to think of what will make you feel good because you're feeling a little down, a little confused, a little in your emotions, not feeling that great about yourself. And I think your ego and all that's going to come up. Use these creative juices productively. Please don't go back to old patterns, because there's going to be things that are going to try, and they're going to try to bring up things that have died and should stay. That really, there was like control and just jealousy and everybody out for themselves and trickery and just not good things. Something's going to try to bring it back. And it's just really going to tempt you guys. And that's if you can really bypass this energy and use it creatively and stay in your power, even though this is a time of confusion for you. This is very much a Venus and Scorpio energy. This is the Scorpio energy, and this is Venus not feeling like herself. This is her being like, what is this that I want? Who am I? And really go into those shadowy parts of herself to try to reclaim some validation and ways of feeling good. And this is very much about possibly thinking an old cycle of ways that you maybe have put behind you before. And now with these energies, they're coming up. And it's really making you feel not in your power. And it's really showing you your shadowy side. And it's okay to have shadowy sides and have stuff come up. Like, own that and have no judgment. But for one, you don't want to give in to that feeling and temptation when these energies are here. Let them pass and see if they're still there, to know whether that's really you or that's just energies coming, so that you don't end up, resenting things later, or, shame or whatever. And, also, you just want to be more sure of it. Like, I wouldn't act on any of this that you're possibly thinking about until you feel like this again. Like, if you need this situation, and this could be for you or somebody else, if you need this situation to turn this upright, then you shouldn't do it. It's a clear no. And that doesn't mean ever. That just means not right now while you're reversed. You need to find more healthy ways to flip this over like this before whatever this is possibly even becomes a possibility again, a chance, a possible healthy outlet for you. Because this is reverting back to old patterns. This clearly is written all over the board. This is reverting back to old patterns. It's about seeing your shadows creeping up. Those shadows of when you're not feeling too great, or you're not feeling too valuable, or you feel lonely, or you feel fearful, or you feel sexually charged, or resentful, or angry, or just whatever is coming up within you. It's about, when it comes up, finding a new healthy way to deal with that and not reverting back to your old ways. And most of the time when people revert back to their old ways, they usually have at least one or two significant things in mind that really kind of scratch that itch. Kind of like a drug addict. You might as well be sticking a needle in your arm. That's what this is. That's what this is that's sitting in front of me. This is you getting that itch, getting that fiend. You're fiending. I feel a lot of sexual energy, but it could be whatever. And that favorite little drug, whatever that is for you, person, work, drugs, gambling, whatever it is it's starting to creep up. It's starting to come up. Your shadow is starting to pop back up. And it's going to trick you. Your mind has tricky little ways of playing with you. And while you're growing, there's always a saying, if you go to NA meetings or whatever, it's things like, while you're sitting there growing, your ego is in the background doing push-ups, preparing for its moment to come back. And that's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this looks like, is while you've been sitting there growing, this energy is like really pushing, something out there, and it's been finding a new way to creep in. And this energy is the perfect breeding ground for it. So this is just one of those like, hey, don't give in to this. Because if it's meant to be, it'll come back around. I wouldn't do it under these energies. This is the type of energy, me personally, I would spend time observing, which you seem to be doing in how you see yourself. You're in the hermit mode. So this might very well be somebody else who's giving into that temptation. I don't know. Probably. That's the way it looks to me on what's in front of me. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card for you. Fox. You have Fox, just camouflage, so you might really want to like dip out during this time. Because, I mean, this might be something pretty difficult energies for you guys, which might be what you're doing. I mean, look at that. And your hopes and fears and how you see yourself, they're both hiding. So maybe you guys are really on point about this. Maybe you guys are really like, whoa. But in your likely outcome, in your likely future, it's there. Or maybe you guys bypass this and do end up with something good because you're so on track. So bravo, if that's the case. However, you do have the thing, I don't know, and I don't know if this is like a warning thing. Some of you know, and some of you, it's like trying to be guided not to trick yourself into a beginning of going back. Let's read Fox. Fox, well, it's just a little saying. Fox, where are you under the ferns, becoming the forest so I can learn? Are you watching, invisible to me, trying to teach me to become a tree? Wily Fox has many allies in the woodlands, including the foliage, which offers protection and much medicine. Fox is seemingly able to vanish amidst the lush undergrowth of the forest. This flora is Fox's ally. The ability to meld into one's surroundings and be unnoticed is a powerful gift when one is observing the activities of others. Exactly. Another natural gift of Fox is the ability to adapt to winter by changing color like the chameleon. Its rich white winter coat allows Fox to blend into the snow when the leaves no longer linger. Fox medicine involves adaptability, cunning, observation, integration, and swiftness of thought and action. This is totally a Gemini energy. That's crazy. These traits may also include quick decisiveness and sure-footedness in the physical world. Fox's ability to be unseen allows it to be the protector of the family unit. If danger arises, Fox is Johnny on the spot. Nanny, I don't know, Nana, why, I don't know. Great Spirit of the Choctaw tongue honors Fox with the duty of keeping the family together and safe. So really stay with people that make you feel safe during this time, that can really have your back, because you have a lot of things about family here. Family, good friend. Do not go into I don't know, because it's very much about charting the unknown with the Scorpio. Let's read on and think about this. This is accomplished through Fox's ability to observe undetected, without making others self-conscious. Fox is always concerned with the safety of family members and is an excellent talisman for those traveling far afield. I got it now. So the reason why you want to stay really with family and safe people during this time, it's not that you don't want to go into unknown territories and evolve kind of in a Scorpio way. It's that during this time you want to stay safe and observe. Like saying how observe others. Pull back and just observe. Just watch the actions of others. Watch what comes up in yourself. Watch the patterns that arise. Just be observant like a fox. Okay, that's the deal with this. During this energy, it's really about, yes, it's embracing the unknown. It's all of that, but not going like a fool, like this trickster fool that you have right here, into it and going right back and doing stupid things. This is about fool energy in the sense of sitting back and watching what comes up within yourself and others. So when this energy passes, then you know what to do with it and what to do with yourself and how to integrate that so that you're not doing risky things in the meantime that you'll regret based off that primal instinct and not thinking about it. If Fox has chosen to share its medicine with you, it is a sign that you are to become like the wind, which is unseen, yet is able to weave into and through any location or situation. You would be wise to observe the acts of others rather than their words at this time. Use your cunning nature in a positive way. You would be wise to observe the acts of others rather than the words at their time. Yeah, because somebody seems like they're coming. Use your cunning nature in a positive way. Keep silent about who and what and why you are observing. In learning the art of camouflage, you need to test your abilities to pull this off. One test or exercise that may be helpful to you is deciding to be invisible. In doing this exercise, you might try to visualize your body as part of your surroundings, full of the colors of the location you are in. See yourself in the mind's eye, moving with stealth and grace, unheeded by others. If you do it right, it works. You can leave a party unnoticed or become as unobtrusive as a piece of furniture, watching the developing drama of the subjects you are studying. While learning from Fox, you might also gain confidence in your ability to know instantly what will happen next. After observing for a while, you will become aware of a certain predictability in given situations and be able to quickly make your move. Fox medicine teaches the art of oneness through its understanding of camouflage. This applies on all levels, from rocks to God. With Fox medicine, you are being asked to see all types of uses for oneness. Much like clowns at the rodeo, Fox can keep the raging bull from stampeding a friend or family member. Fox can use silly tactics as a brilliant camouflage move. No one would guess the sly power behind such ingenious maneuvers. So if this is you sitting in this hermit mode, keep doing this through October. Let's see. At least through October. It's still retrograde in November. I don't know, I think it's like November 16th that it goes direct again, and then it's going to start heading back Scorpio. So you might have another little thing. We'll hit this back in November, but at least for October, you guys need to stay to yourself and stay safe. Okay? I think that's it. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Oh, I forgot to mention in the beginning, hopefully people are still around. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going forward after this by who has the most likes, or if somebody blows out of the water with comments, then I'll go off comments, but basically by likes. So please like this video, dislike also if you need to, whatever. But like or comment, please. If it's faster, just like, and subscribe and hit the bell. I put out different types of videos. And I do really like comments too. And plus it puts your energy in with me so I can tap into it easier. But like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Hit me up for personal readings. Again, like I said, I should buy the next sign that I'm going to do. Not your soulmate, but the next sign. I should have, my description will be complete and just typed in. But in the meantime, look at my email and my PayPal if you need it, but my email in the description box below, and just send me an email if you're interested for a personal reading to see if this energy applies to you or if you need help of any kind. All of that. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And I don't know. I want to say stay safe, but I don't want to put it in like a fear-based mentality. There's just a lot of intense energies, and I know you guys are feeling it. I can feel it within me, and this is really a wanting to like go out and have some naughty fun, but heed my advice on this. If not, no judgment, do your thing. At least have fun while you're doing it, I guess. I love you guys. I'll be seeing you soon. I'm about to start my soulmate video, so check that out. Love you guys. Bye.